Welcome back to the channel. Today's footage drops us right into a street-level clash of claims, politics, and raw emotion. You'll hear accusations of criminality, hot takes on protests, a debate over filming rights in public, and a running argument about immigration, councils, and accountability. Watch for the moment someone worries about being on camera. That's a legal teachable beat. Then clock the shift when a local councillor steps in. The tone pivots from slogans to policy, from rage to rules. And the facts actually matter. Keep your ears sharp. What's rhetoric, what's evidence, and what's just volume? You tell us.
All right, people.
Yeah! All right, DP. All right, buddy.
All right, mate.
All right. Thought I'd call my
See you again, man. How's it going?
Big up, people. I'll go live soon and give it some. I'll go live and give it some attention when we get to the town hall.
Yeah, I'm going live as well, mate.
Town. Oh, I didn't. I went to the town hall and no one was there. I was like, what's going on? But
Then circle back where we came from. Basically.
well done for coming out, people, even in the rain's going, man.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Keep it up, man. Yeah. We need to keep
Move straight! Move straight!
Our streets!
Get Starmer out!
Get Starmer out!
Get Starmer out!
Sorry, lad.
Get Starmer out!
Get Starmer out!
Get Starmer out!
Why, mate? No choice. You stand where you like.
Importing criminals! We don't need to import criminals! We have enough on our own!
Exactly. She's not wrong.
The nation says no! The nation says no! The nation says no! Nation says no!
Nice one.
Here's your first legal checkpoint: filming in a public place. When someone says, "Don't get me on camera," but the filmer replies, "I'm filming a public place," that's broadly consistent with UK norms. Recording in public is generally lawful if you're not harassing, obstructing, or breaching specific orders. It gets sensitive when emotions spike. Stepping closer, repeating demands, or posting targeted personal info could escalate risk. Notice the on-the-spot correction. I won't say anything racist. That's not just PR. It's recognizing that certain speech can cross lines into criminal or civil trouble. Viewers, where's your line? Should public protests be camera optional, or is transparency the point? And if you were filming here, what would you do to keep it calm and lawful?
Get Starmer out!
Get Starmer out!
Get Starmer out!
Get Starmer
I
out!
think they're struggling to get someone who wants to replace him. They're like, they pulled the straws. I ain't doing it.
Get Starmer out!
Like a poison.
We're not EDL at all. We're not EDL. EDL we just founded 10 years ago. We haven't got a clue. We're not EDL at all. Come join us. Are you British? Are you British? Come join us. Come join us. If you're British, come join us. Are you British? Come join. Come join us. Come on.
Don't get me on camera, though.
We've got no issue. Come join us. Come on.
Camera, though.
Well, I'm filming, man.
It's a public place,
Come
mate. You
join
get
us. It's
filmed.
not a problem.
I won't say nothing racist or nothing like that. I'm just saying, I rate what you are doing, innit? That's what I was saying. No. I was only joking, innit? I was only joking,
cool.
innit?
No worries.
See you in a bit. Have a good day.
No, he flapped it, that's what it was. He flapped it, yeah. He went with an attitude, ran up with an attitude, then flapped it. Shit himself. He flapped it, he walked up and then flapped it, that's what happened.
I've seen you challenge him. He's backed off on there.
Oh, I'm not being racist in that, what's that about? Oh, more people showing up good stuff, let me try and go live.
He's a lefty.
Oh. Who was popping off? Oh, him. Oh. You're right.
The debate pivots to legal and safe routes and vetting. The councillor's position is classic policy speak. create routes, screen applicants, and reduce irregular arrivals. The counterpoint is blunt. People bypass checks if they arrive irregularly. Both statements can be true at once. Expanding safe routes may reduce irregular journeys, but not eliminate them. Also, clock the representative's role. They say they've asked questions at audit and planning committees. That's a reminder that counselors scrutinize. They don't prosecute. For criminal matters, it's police, CPS territory, engagement check. If you were advising the counselor, what proof would you insist on before repeating allegations in public? And do safe routes change behavior or just the paperwork?
I'm doing very well. I like your national protest. Loads of you, aren't there, today?
Yeah?
Where are you from?
Did you not see last Saturday?
I saw the
What do you think about that?
Not as many as the Palestine protests.
Are you off your head?
Yeah.
You're bonkers. So you lot can heighten up the Palestine protest numbers, but then you try and downplay London. I cover protests. I've been to loads of them. I tell you what, there was 2 million easily. And I was in that crowd march, and I'll tell you straight, I felt like I was going to cry from pride. You silly lefty.
Where did you...
Are you still an MP?
I've never been an MP.
Sure.
Where are you from?
Me, Coventry.
Coventry.
I frequent and eating a lot there. Well then, you could be the star of the show today.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. So what's your opinion on this then? You're not into it?
No.
What do you think about all this, mate? What do you think personally all about this?
About which particular bit? Because it's complicated.
What's so complicated about it?
Because we've got people coming from all over the world with all sorts of different backgrounds.
Yeah.
Nation produces a massive benefit for our town.
Do you think?
Our
So
hospitals.
do you agree with illegal immigrants coming over here and raping our children?
We should have legal and safe routes. People should be.
But they're raping our children.
But a lot of them might not get in because they might not pass the criminal records check. What about that?
Well, in this case, they won't get in.
Well, yeah, but they bypass that by coming illegally.
The
Duh.
whole
Exactly.
point of having legal and safe routes.
Now, we're in the local finance trench. Loans, council-owned companies, secret meetings, and audits. Here's the frame. UK councils can borrow for capital projects and can set up arm's-length companies. But scrutiny should follow the money. Claims about hiding losses or secret sessions often refer to exempt agenda items, commercial sensitivity, rather than a legal black box. The key is process. Were risks recorded, external auditors engaged, and value for money tested? The Speaker demands criminal investigations. The councillor points back to committees and police. Viewers, is this financial prudence or public opacity? If you live locally, have you seen audited reports or scrutiny minutes? Drop what you've actually read. Receipts beat.
If you have legal and safe routes, you vet people before they come here.
Sorry,
Yeah.
councillor.
Councillor, thank you.
How many you got in your area?
I bet he lives in a nice house in a nice place, doesn't he?
Lovely house. Nice people around of all nationalities, all origins. And you live in Coventry. You've got people from all over the world.
Oh yeah. Coventry's going downhill fast, yeah. Yeah, it is. Yeah. It is. It's not about race, right? My concern is that illegal migration is the cherry on the icing for me. I think legal migration numbers need to be really high. It's frustration of the nation. I think instincts are starting to kick in, and we need to bring it down.
There's a lot of frustration, and we've had people come over
Because
and
of
they're not been assessed.
criminals in places like this kid, yeah? Millions.
Millions inept and a few Tory criminals, possibly. But don't call everyone. Just don't call everyone.
You're complicit when you don't expose it, kid. You know about a lot of corruption.
I know about
You
a lot
know
of
about a
corruption.
lot of law breaking. You know that half the
Peter.
Tories should never have stood in the election.
Peter.
They broke the law.
Peter.
You knew that.
Peter.
You did nothing, said nothing.
No,
Said
Peter.
nothing.
Peter.
Done nothing ever.
You just talk
20
over me,
years,
don't you,
you've done
Peter?
nothing.
You just talk over me, Peter, don't you?
Yeah. You've done nothing for 20 years.
Anyway,
Nothing.
you're
You've
not.
just taken money out of
Every
public
time
purse.
I talk, you talk over me. This is a democratic free voice you
Go on
have.
then, tell me then. Tell me about it. Tell me about the corruption.
Right, we have Tories that shouldn't stood in elections. I reported them to the police, and
What happened then?
Big up the chest.
the
Why
police
did the
did.
police not act?
The police did nothing. They know the guy who was actually living in Wolverhampton.
This is
who
an
registered to
ex-Labour
vote here.
councillor.
That's corrupt.
Come to their county.
Police did nothing, so
and-
the elections in this...
No.
the elections in this borough are not safe.
One councillor. Not everyone is. This is the trouble, Peter. Not everyone is corrupt. There are some that are corrupt, and I do everything possible to.
So you think it's acceptable, right? You think it's acceptable to borrow £20 million to build a hotel on a profit-making car park that the public wanted?
No,
Right? You think it's right that the council made another company to hide the massive losses it's making, to have secret meetings about its financial state?
No. And Peter.
So you never asked questions about that, kid?
I did ask questions about it. I went to the audit committees. I spoke at planning committees.
So you're talking to the people that did it, saying why you done it. Why haven't you reported it to them? That should be a matter.
It should be.
Should be a matter for a criminal investigation.
It should be.
And it's not. Why? Because we don't have a politician in this council. Another lefty.
I stand up. Peter,
Don't know what's going on, man.
I stand up and say things. Yeah?
What? Let's have another bike lane. Yeah?
They've got a lot more important things than bike lanes, Peter. We need hospitals, schools, GPs, public services.
The hospitals, the schools in this area are unfit for purpose.
Some of them,
all of them.
But why we haven't got them, if we keep adding lots and lots of people every year on top of what we've already got here, do you not think it will stretch the resources and the infrastructure will struggle?
It depends who comes and what they're doing.
He can't see chemtrails, so he ain't going to see corruption.
I can't see chemtrails because chemtrails do not exist, Peter.
So what's your opinion on that then?
Chemtrails do not exist.
I'm not about chemtrails.
He's on about chemtrails.
I'm on about immigration.
Immigration.
So if we've got a certain amount of hospitals, because at the rate of immigration that we've got, I don't believe our infrastructure can keep up with it at the rate we're going.
Right. The problem we've got is we've got an ageing population. You look at this town, people are getting older, people are living longer, which is good, but they're needing more social care and more people working in the
all to to France, get on a dinghy, come here and everything's made. The doctor on call, nurse on call, everything, the hospital. That's what we ought to do. Instead of you having them over here and giving them everything.
We expect people to work. We expect people to come to the UK, have a job, pay taxes.
So what if they don't work and then they just claim benefits for a few years and basically they don't do what you say they should be doing? Should we look at deporting them?
They cannot just come here and not do anything. They cannot claim benefits.
The whole existence coming here is a benefit though. As soon as they use the NHS, they're using a benefit. As soon as their kids use the school, they're using a benefit. As soon as they use a house.
You said they come over here and claim benefits. What migrants do is they come over...
No, I'm saying the ones that do that. What are you saying on them ones then?
What happens in the UK is we have migrants come over. They're younger than the average population. Yeah, a lot of them are very young. They work hard, they pay taxes, they work in the NHS, they work in care sectors. They contribute. They contribute to Coventry, they contribute to Nuneaton. And I want better migration. I want the quality to improve. I want us to be looking after people who need looking after rather than the economic migrants. That is why I'm really keen on us clamping down on rogue employers.
The countries they're coming from, they're trained to kill. They're trained them to kill people. They're coming over here and they're killing people here.
They're not killing people here.
Of course they are, mate. Of course they are.
So for me, I think economically we need to be very careful. You're correct. A lot of economic migrants, I think, are diluting the need for the actual refugees that are running from the wars that would probably need that. But I don't understand it. Years ago, when the crisis had happened with refugees, didn't the countries all used to just agree to take a certain amount? Now it just seems like a free-for-all at times.
My father came over as a refugee from Hungary.
Yeah.
Where, sorry?
Hungary. The Russians went into Hungary in 1956. My father came over and there was an international committee that looked after the people who had to go into Yugoslavia. Because people actually went on protest in Budapest, and those people were recorded by the secret police, and then when they went back to their own towns they weren't safe because the Russians came in.
But there's nothing wrong with refugees, is there? No. But there's a problem when it's men coming over in boats. They aren't refugees. Do you agree with that? Do you agree they're not refugees, proper refugees, because they have top-notch phones, better than my phone, clothing? They're not refugees, right? You must agree with that.
There's a mixture of people coming over, yeah? There are some economic migrants.
Right, so would you
If England was an estate, would you leave? Have you got a wife or children? Have you got a wife or children? Yes or no? Okay, so would you leave your wife in a war-torn country about to get bombed? Half of them are from countries that get bombed. Would you leave your wife here to get bombed, or would you make her go first on a boat? What would you do? What would you do? You're not answering my question.
Sorry.
What would you do?
You jump in.
What would you do? I'm asking you a question.
It's the politician coming out.
No, let me finish. Give me a minute to answer your question. The people coming over haven't got wives and children, a lot of them. They're young people. I want to have a safe route so that rather than people coming over on a boat, which has been an absolute disaster, no one wants that, we want somewhere where people can apply and we can vet them and we can actually have a better balance, male and female coming over. I want a better migration system. I think we all agree this system is absolutely rubbish.
Right, okay.
It dumps people in the UK for a year or two without being assessed. 2/3 of them have said, yeah, you're okay, you're a migrant, and 1/3 are rejected.
But they're not from war-torn countries, half of them.
A lot of us are all sorts of things. We had one person on a boat from Belgium. Why on earth did that happen? We need a lot more information. We need a lot more understanding, yeah? And
Isn't there not too many people in this country? We're not way over flooding NHS, schooling, housing.
No, because
that just doesn't make any sense.
No, because the population is ageing and the people coming over, most of them will take jobs. They're young people, educated people.
What? So my son can't get a job? My son found it so difficult to get a job. He's 21 years old. He's not very academic because he's got learning difficulties.
Yeah.
So how? Why? So my son can't get a low-paid job, builder, anything like that, pebble dashing, because they're all from Iran and places like that. Half of the workforce, and I know that because they were on my street. So my son can't get a job like that because they're all coming over. We should invest in the British people. I don't
British
care what
kids, yeah.
colour, I don't care what religion. If you hold a British passport, they should come first. We should stop the boats, completely stop the boats, stop the immigration system and sort it out. It's ruining the NHS, the schooling, and housing. We're too full. That's it. Because everyone wants to come to the UK, do they not? I can't go to Hungary, I can't go to Spain because we don't speak Spanish or Hungarian. But they all speak English, which is great. It's a well-spoken language. But that's why they want to come here.
The vast majority of migrants do not come to the UK. We get a
Big up,
fraction,
Alan.
and the fraction we
fraction's too big.
The fraction we get are the people who can speak English.
Right, the fraction is too big, isn't it?
No.
It is too big because look at the NHS, the schooling and the housing.
Yeah.
It's too big. Way too many benefits.
It's crumbling. Britain's crumbling, mate.
Are you in denial about the state of this country? Because if you're in denial, that's it. It's lost. You've lost.
There's
no
a
point
whole
even
lot
speaking
of
to you.
problems with the state of this country. None of them are due to the 50,000 or so that come across on boats.
It's legal migration as well. She's on about legal migration up here.
As well as
okay.
illegal.
Legal migration, different subject, far bigger.
No, stop. It needs to be stopped.
Legal migration.
It needs to be stopped.
Legal migration. Yeah. We have a massive issue with people being sponsored to come over here by bad employers who are paying them less than the people who work here. Yeah?
Yes.
We have people who are effectively blackmailed into doing a poor job because their employers are bad, and if they kick off, they lose their sponsorship. There is lots of things we need to fix about migration.
Right, well, what we should be doing is what Donald Trump is doing and stop everything and start afresh again, saving our children. Men are coming over, they're from countries that they've seen horrific things. They treat women not very nicely, okay? They're going around, looking at our women in a disrespectful way. And what they say, because it is from Islamic countries, majority are, is that it's our fault. If we wear a short skirt, then we deserve to get raped. And we need 3 or 4 male to say that that happens. Otherwise, in a Sharia court,
ex-council Labour,
right, then it will just be told to go away. So do you believe in Sharia courts in the UK?
No.
You don't believe that?
I do believe they exist. But
Right,
I don't
but they
believe
shouldn't
that
exist.
they have no power over people. in
Oh,
the
they
UK,
have power over
except-
the ladies of the UK.
Except in the community that they want to have power.
No.
They
So
shouldn't.
is it okay? Is it okay if you beat your wife as long as you don't draw blood or bruise?
No.
So that's what it says in the Sharia court.
Yeah, and
Is that okay?
they don't make British law.
It doesn't matter. The point is it's not right for ladies, is it? They say about women's rights, but there's no women's rights. And half of these men are coming from those types of countries where they're completely disrespectful on
And they're chosen to leave those countries.
They've just changed, have they? Is that whole personality indoctrination?
Yeah, they automatically rehabilitate as soon as they get here, yeah.
Are you absolutely joking me? They've just changed their whole thoughts on a white girl working...
It's like me saying,
sorry, not a
I'm
Muslim
going
girl
to
walking down the street. Because they'll wear a short skirt. And they think that's fair game, because that's all they've been told, we're fair game.
And why aren't we telling them something different? Why aren't...
I don't want them here in the first place.
Why have we got to tell them something different? Why should we have to?
This is the problem, they don't...
Well, you got to educate.
Yeah, no one voted and asked for the mass migration list. No one asked for them to beat all these people in. No one did. In fact, we voted against it, and the key one with that, and you can't say that's a denial, is Brexit.
Right.
More people voted out based on the pretense of immigration, and you still didn't listen. Labour and Tory still did not listen, and now everyone's
I've
pissed.
listened to this lady. I've listened to you. Right. Brexit's been an absolute disaster for migration.
Yeah, because... Nobody really wanted it, even the Conservatives, because of the people that was there.
Immigration has gone up since we've had Brexit.
Yeah, because you don't listen and you're useless.
And we've got more bad employers.
Yeah, right.
And,
so if I give you a job to build a wall, and you can't be asked to build a wall, you're not going to build it, it's going to be a shit job, right?
I don't think you can allow it to sign as law.
Yeah?
Fair point.
Yeah? That's it.
Just say
you're not
you should all be fired.
You're just thinking what to say now.
We need someone like Donald Trump, Brexit, right, let's get this sorted.
Brexit has been an absolute disaster.
Because you didn't do follow through what you meant to do.
Why would you?
So blind, isn't it?
We used to have, when we had employment shortages, people come over from Poland and places to work in this country.
If we need them.
Yeah, but they can't come now, so this has led to more
because
migration.
we've got too bloody many. We've got enough at here.
No, if you look at the stats, when people used to come over from Poland to work, they used to come over, they used to go back, come over, EasyJet flights or whatever, backwards and forwards, yeah? Now we're taking people from around the world.
You're a Green Party member, yeah?
Yeah.
Why are you supporting the fact that they're using airplanes, mate, for starters?
I'm not, I'm telling you what.
Sorry, mate.
Green Party.
A Green Party, and you're letting them build houses and houses.
And airplanes.
Thousands and millions of houses on our green belt.
Oh, it's okay, because it's the migrants. That's what it is.
What's that about? You're building thousands of houses.
That is, isn't it?
I'm more Green Party than you.
I think so, actually. You're more of a NIMBY than me. You're more of a NIMBY than me.
What's a NIMBY?
Not in my own backyard.
Not in your own backyard?
No.
Well, yeah, I don't. Yeah.
I think you
know.
Your own backyard?
No. It doesn't matter. I mix with all different types of people. The problem with people like you is you haven't. You find people like this quite intimidating. I don't.
Sorry.
I'm from Windsor, but I mix with so many different people.
You've come from Windsor.
I'm from Windsor,
yeah,
I'm with all different types of people. No one intimidates me. You, anybody, okay? But you haven't lived in the real world.
I've lived in this town.
I feel you haven't lived in the real world.
I was born here in 1965. I was born at the hospital over there. I used to live on Norman Avenue, which is the street over there. I now live over in Weddington.
But you live in a pink and fluffy world. You think everyone should be happy? Let's go.
Everyone's pretty, yeah.
I really wish it was. You want to build more houses for the illegals on the green belt that you want to save.
No.
I don't want to build any more houses. That's it. We've had enough.
But you're green. You don't want that. And you're saying bring them in. Bring more.
Where are they going to live, sir? Where are they going to live?
Have them in your bedroom.
Coventry's turning into HMO City, seriously. This is what's going to happen. We're going to have to split houses up into HMOs.
Because there's far more HMOs and far more migrants in Coventry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a YouTuber. I've come to support these people and give them a bit of exposure. Is that all right?
Yeah, that's okay.
Free country. I thought you'd be all for that. We've all got freedoms,
why
right?
aren't you
Even the migrants, they can do what they want. Come here, get a claim straight away, get housing priority. Do you think it's fair that migrants, because they've got no local connections, more than likely when they come here, they automatically get higher priority in the housing things?
They don't.
Well, they do. They literally do.
If they did, why aren't the hotels for the homeless, ex-servicemen, the HMOs for single mothers with kids that need houses?
I know, the girl in my video, Kim, she can't even get a house with her kids because there's none in Leicester. Why? But I guarantee if a migrant family rocks up, I've just got here. Oh, you're high priority. You don't know anybody here. We'll put you top of the list. They get the house first. This is a fact.
So you want more house building then?
No, I want them to deport loads. Stop deporting loads of people. Build houses at a sensible rate that we can, where we can, and start giving back to our own people.
Yeah, what my son, you couldn't get a job. You could not get a job.
Your son can't get a job in Windsor.
I think when you say that about we need immigration for employment, we are insulting our own children by saying we need to bring all these workers in. What, are we all incapable or something?
Exactly.
This nation was built on us white gammons, you like to call, built this nation for 1,000 years. We don't need other people for us to be great. We've already proved it.
What job do you do?
This, filming people like you.
What job do you do in the daytime?
This is my job. I'm a YouTuber.
Media.
Bring in the real news.
You don't have a proper job then?
No, this is a proper job.
Proper job.
I earn 4 times the amount I used to work for my full-time job, thank you very much.
How rude.
Yeah.
You're discriminating against someone. You're not supposed to be doing it. The left wing.
What job is supposed to have then?
Be doing it.
What job is supposed to have?
Full-time journalist that puts out the truth to people like me and people like who wants to see the truth, not the
I do this for
It's rude.
Yeah.
I have a full-time job. My son has a full-time job now, luckily.
You said he didn't have a job.
He does now.
He does now.
He does now.
If he struggled, he's
That wasn't you.
She might have 2 sons, mate. You don't know.
He works for tarmac, luckily. But it was only through someone I knew. Okay. So the thing is that you're being discriminative against someone saying that get a proper job. Okay. I've worked full-time job, and lots of many people do. Now I want to give. If people want to claim benefits, I haven't got an issue. People who are British will claim benefits. I don't want any non-British people claiming benefits. I don't care how many benefits people get or what they do, because I'm not being discriminating against them. Okay, but you are. So it doesn't matter. British people, British benefits.
The way the benefit system works.
I don't care how it works. It needs to be changed.
The way the benefit works.
I don't care how it works.
The way it works is that people pay taxes.
I don't care how it works. If somebody I've worked all my life, paid taxes. If someone hasn't paid, and because they got learning difficulties and they find it hard in a workplace. Yeah. Okay, this should be I should be a left-wing politician, shouldn't I? Because how I'm speaking is left-wing. The problem is British benefits for British people. I haven't got a problem with that.
Right,
but some people can't work.
Are you going to let me have my bit to say now? People come over here, a lot of legal migration.
I don't want people over here.
They pay taxes.
And some illegals
can't work, so how do they pay taxes?
They're here.
It's like you agree with me on legal migration is the biggest issue. It's too high, isn't it? We need to get legal.
Legals can't work, mate. You know that, mate.
Legal,
don't mislead us.
Legal migrants pay more in taxes than they're claiming benefits. Therefore, they're cross-subsidising the rest of us. And as our population gets older, more and more of us will need to have pensions.
That needs to change then. So that might be fact. I haven't looked at that. No. That might be fact, but I don't care.
When's it going to stop?
I don't care. The problem is we need to stop the boats and we need to halve the legal migration.
At least half.
That's at least half. I don't care about anything else. It needs to change.
If you reduce legal
they would have kept it 30 to 50k like before Blair. I don't think we'd be in this situation.
Less people
they can't work because they are illegal.
If we have less legal migration, the economy is smaller. We raise less in taxes and we're able to pay less.
Start nice fresh again. Do you know what that's worth? One rape.
I think what you're saying is not right, is it?
One rape, isn't it? If someone comes in illegally or legally and they sexual assault and rape in this town,
is that worth that?
Okay, that's worth to me. One rape of a girl. Is it worth it to you?
You were talking about.
Is it worth it to you?
You were talking
no, it's not. Yes. Is it worth it to you? No, it isn't.
Proves my point.
Proves my point. Stop everything.
Is it worth it? Here?
It's not worth it.
Let that sink in, Is that worth it? Because let's all know. Yes or no?
This was sorted here, was
allegedly.
Allegedly, there's a court case.
There's a court.
Wow.
Are you?
Sorry,
Did you not see 700 people here on August the 9th?
Legal situation. At the end of January, we will know. Yes, and legally, that allegedly could be a yes or no.
Okay,
We will hear the case. Yeah?
This is why you arrested the country is on, mate,
If your
because people like you.
arrested in rugby. You don't want to know. Stop doing that. I mean, shut up. It does. That body language. Yeah, you keep doing it, mate. That means shut up. That's really
No,
rude.
that means give me a gap to talk to this
No,
lady.
it doesn't. It means shut up. Anyone who knows his body language, when he keeps putting his hand up, that means shut up while I'm talking. Because that's what a politician
You're
does.
talking over me, right?
Yeah, well, you talk over
If
everyone else.
unfortunately your son was accused of raping someone, not saying he was, not saying he's that character, yeah? That's right. There's a legal process, yeah, which means he might get named, yeah, and then there'll be a court case
Big
in
up
a
your
month
chest.
or 2 months or 4 months' time.
He's British.
Yeah,
He's British.
That makes no difference at all.
No, it does to me.
It does
A
to you.
British person and a non-British person, if they're not British, deport.
Yeah, simple, because if we could deport our own criminals out of here, you would.
Yeah, criminals, but they shouldn't be here in the first place. Deport.
I want to explain to you why I'm using the word allegedly. Yeah.
No, I understand. I
And
understand.
if your son was accused,
No, I
until there
understand.
was
So
a trial,
I understand about
it
allegedly.
would be
you have to say
allegedly. So
that.
please let me use
Right, no,
the
but I
word
understand you don't have to
allegedly.
explain because I understand why you use allegedly.
Yeah,
Okay,
I-
because you can't say that he actually did until he'd gone through the court
Yeah,
system. So you don't have to
I will
explain.
find out,
The
you'll
point
find
is that British person, okay, should go through the trial. A non-British person, they shouldn't be here in the first place to have to go through trial. So stop the votes.
But we should have a
Simple as that.
We should have.
No, we shouldn't.
We should
the
have.
votes shouldn't come on shore.
We
So they
should-
wouldn't have that money.
We
Do you
should
know how
have.
much money it costs?
Yes.
We should have.
Do you know how much money
We
it
should
costs?
have
for me.
a legal safe
don't
route.
do like
So
what?
that's
So
No,
we
it's
can
the same
import
in France.
people
To replace
who
it.
assault.
It's in France.
To replace the business.
You don't understand that they statistically are more likely to commit these crimes.
Yeah, you have to go through a country that's safe to get here, and it's impossible. It's impossible. The whole country's a benefit. He doesn't understand. As soon as their kids use school, they're using a benefit. As soon as they use hospital, they're using a benefit. Anything is a benefit. It's not just the benefit system. Our whole nation's a benefit to them, but it is a detriment to us. And that's the question and conversation we have to have. We are not responsible for the entire world. And even though these lot think they're helping people, right? The amount of impact we're having with the people we're flooding in here is minuscule to the impact we're having in these nations anyway. Why don't we help go back to old school and help these nations build up? We should take education to these lands. That's the main thing. Let them get educated and be able to build themselves up.
Not only do you want to pay for that, you want to assault British men.
We shouldn't know, but you know what I mean? It'd be better than all flooding here, do you know what I mean?
No? Oh, yes.
You know what I mean? What would you prefer? To pay a bit of money to keep them over there or let them come
It's
here?
like you will know that it's not British male per capita who actually do these crimes. Overwhelmingly.
I've got a stat for you. So 10,000 people, right? 10,000 per 10,000 British. 6.5 committed a sexual crime. It's about I think when I looked at it, 59.4 Afghans out of 10,000 Afghans have committed a sexual crime. In 2020, I think that was 2023, I think that was. So the disproportionate amount is an issue, but you like you're just no, it doesn't exist. It's not an issue. Of course it is. If these peoples are more prone to doing that stuff towards women, then we need to take a hard, long look at it.
And we do.
We don't. We're letting them flood in.
Let them in, and they do these things. That's where the Green Party says safe route means safe route for these people who do that to underage girls and our women.
Safe routes mean you.
What she built with, this is really going to hurt you. Guess what party she beat it with? Go on, take a guess. This will hurt your soul, I swear to God. She beat you with Britain First.
That's okay.
That hurts your soul, don't it?
So you've come to Nuneaton?
Yeah, why not?
Well, you come to Nuneaton on a bike, what's the difference? Are you going to have a go for not using a car or train? I came by train, mate. I thought that was a green way. What's wrong with that? I want 15-minute cities because I took a taxi to the
Do you know if
station.
you come by a boat, it'd be a lot better for you?
Yeah, oh yeah, sorry.
Oh yeah, we love you.
Biking out.
Rugby accent.
So you come from rugby?
Is
Yeah,
that
what's wrong
better?
with rugby?
It should have been on the boat.
I'll give you that. I'll give you the cement
I
works.
don't like the cement works.
Yeah, well, no one does.
Causing a lot of issues.
Yeah, well, we know about that.
And the Green
But the other issue is a 14-year-old girl got assaulted, didn't she? You don't know about that.
We're in rugby.
Yeah, in rugby.
From the crick,
You're not bothered. I can
from
see like,
from the crick,
Talk
innit?
about it. I don't want to talk about people being, sexually assaulted. I can't. No. you've got to understand this.
Epping Forest rugby and eating. You don't want to
We
know.
can't look after our own people.
That's
Why are we bringing more people to our town that can't look after ourselves?
I'm talking.
That's what doesn't make sense.
I'm coming to talk to people that I like talking.
You're not
Good
winning,
stuff,
are
you.
you?
You're a legend, innit? Big up your chest.
We've got a lot of problems here.
Yeah, immigration.
That's a real, true British woman there, people. You know what I mean?
We're from a very underprivileged town. We're very much a working town in and here. So was I, born and raised, both the same standpoint.
I was born in.
But we can't look after our town.
Yeah, so I'm an immigrant for the
born and
day.
raised here. Our families are from this town. But
Yeah, you're allowed to come here as an immigrant, but when you come to another town, it's a problem.
And she's from Coventry, so you're not allowed here. So you're from Coventry, we're going to deport him back to Coventry.
Our schools, they have not got enough funding. Our town is not looking after our children. Green spaces, look at all the fields and the woods and the parks, they're not looked after. Yet they're putting people in here, giving them houses, and they're looking after them for what?
Oh, I think it's nearly
for us to rot and for them to grow. That doesn't make sense to me.
Right.
It does not make sense to me.
There's a massive problem because people aren't being assessed.
brothers and sisters or
so that people are hanging around and can't work.
I feel like a big family.
It's been a scandal for years. It's got worse and worse. Yeah. If people have given an assessment, a third of them are told to pack off and go.
Do you know how hard it is to find a job? It's incredibly, especially for lads my age. I'm 19.
Yeah.
It's so hard to find a job.
Yeah.
And especially with.
But the warehouses are full of immigrants.
Thank you.
They are full of them.
I work
legal and illegal, my friend.
I work in a warehouse myself. Agencies, don't get me wrong. Yeah, they're working. I give them
houses next door
but
to me.
there's not enough.
Full of immigrants.
The problem is they're not assessed quick enough.
Flags up, the rate come down.
Loads of money paying people not to work, and that's just totally stupid.
Some more back up.
Everyone agrees, even your lot, that we need to assess people quickly.
You want to put them in your house or next door to you.
No offence, I've worked. I've worked since I was 14. I'm a grafter. But
Might
yeah,
go
you
to your
have lads my
brand,
age
mate,
that are on
if
fucking benefits, blah, blah, blah. But it's fucking hard to find a job, mate.
And we need more jobs here because when you look at the jobs,
It's a way of driving wages down, isn't it? If you
Warwickshire,
put millions of people in, it drives the wages down because there's an abundance of labour.
Yeah, because the work
It's like
yeah.
slavery, basically.
Yeah.
It's like a pseudo-slave system.
But that's what
I agree,
we need
sir.
to sort
I
out.
agree.
We need to sort out the slave system. We need a high minimum wage. We need better enforcement of labour.
Okay.
Because
and that can't happen if we're not looking after our own people. That's the issue.
well, we can look after our own people by having really decent employment rights and people going around pulling up bad employers. People come here because of the bad employers. If you look at the Deliveroo's of this world, yeah.
Bad employers, mate. We've got good employers in this country. It's shit, but look at other countries, mate. Slave labour in other countries. This is where the people come to work. They come to our country to
The
work.
issue for me is because you've got so many migrants out that need work that have come over and we've got so many people needing them lower paid jobs, the companies get to take advantage of agencies and don't need to take full-time staff on, so they can bypass employment laws.
Yeah.
But that's because they've got such a big worker pool now, mate. You go into the warehouse, honestly, when you're a white lad in Carving or in a warehouse, you feel like the odd one out. Is that bad to say that? Because I feel that way when I go there? Or is that just extremely racist and I'm a bad person for that? But that's how we feel. You're forgetting about people's feelings as well as us people.
Is, but I'm still young, right? The green space in this town. When I was
Right
there,
on.
they were right, but over
Nicking it all for houses.
as I've grown up, they've just got shit, mate. They're not funded, they're not looked after.
I know.
And then you wonder why they've got young children out there stealing balls, doing all this stupid shit, yeah? Sorry for the language, I've
No, that's fine.
dialect. They need to fund our own people and look after our children before they let other people in.
Exactly, and a big problem we've got is the rich are getting richer. The
Billionaires
Off all these immigrants.
No, but it's got really severe.
Hierarchy's important in my
You've got all
eyes.
these like MPs buying second homes, businessmen paying MPs that sort of money.
So people do your job, but more senior. Because you're a councillor, aren't you?
I'm a councillor, yeah.
Yeah, so someone who's.
Well, you work for
higher
the
up
council?
I am a councillor.
Councillor, sorry.
So
Actually on the council as opposed to like a site.
I don't work for the council, I'm a councillor, I work for my residents.
Okay, right.
And they vote for me or they vote for someone else.
Well, if you've been voted for, then fair dues to you, mate. Fair dues to you.
And I work really hard in my community. I've got schools built, bus stops done, health centres done. I work hard for my community.
No, right. This isn't about you, this is about the country as a whole.
The big problem is we haven't got councillors as working hard as me.
No.
We have loads of issues that they need to
I don't think this is a situation to toot your own horn. Right now, I'm not saying we need people just like me. This is a It's a countrywide situation.
But what we need to do is we need to be trying to solve your problems, not by attacking.
They're not. We're not.
There are
Attacking who, sorry? Carry on.
there's 280 people in this town who are waiting for their assessment to work. Yeah. There are 134,000. The rest of us. Yeah. Those people have a minuscule effect on the environment and the economics, etc. But people are getting very afraid of them because of all the things stirred up, etc. We need the assessment system to work quicker, so 200 of those might get a job and be accessible, and 80 odd might be booted out of the country.
I agree with what you're saying.
So we need things to work better. Yeah, we need less crime.
We do.
We don't have the police give more money to the town centre in Warwick than they do in Nuneaton.
Yeah, it's a bigger town.
No, it's Warwick and Nuneaton are the same size.
But it's more important.
Yeah, but this is why we need to be shouting about our town, and we need to be talking about crime, education.
For our town, for our country. That's what people are here to do.
It's my town as well.
That's why I said our town.
Yeah.
Our town, not my town, it's our town.
But we need to be solving the problems. We need to get more money from the rich. We need to get our fair share of infrastructure. There is one train an hour between Nuneaton and Coventry.
Why do you think people stood here today? To get their voice.
So back on the topic of immigration, what numbers would you, as a councillor, what numbers would you have coming in? Would you have open borders? Would you have it how it currently is? Would you bring it down lower? I'm not talking legal. If illegal migration, stop the boats, please the public, you need to. But what would you do? What is realistically, do you think, is a sensible amount of migration? Because a lot of people are very concerned about the high numbers at the moment.
Yeah, the high
you know English people have been reduced to 52% of the birth rate in England. So the last majority English generation has already been born. So even if there's no more immigration, the last majority English generation
answer this chap's question. Personally, I think we want about 200,000 to 300,000 net migration a year.
I like that answer, yeah, I think that's a lot more sensible.
That's a lot of a sensible answer. We've had it overshoot in recent years. It went to nothing during COVID, and Brexit has been an absolute disaster for migration. Because rather than people coming over from, I say, Poland quite locally, we're getting people from around the world. They tend to bring their whole families over.
But why do we have to open the borders to them?
Yeah, why couldn't we just say no to them as well, though? That's what I mean. Why do we have to say yes
this
to
is
them?
why. I always like legal and controlled migration. Yeah. But we need, as part of our net migration, to be taking 50,000 or whatever of people as refugees. But
50,000 a year legal, is that including your 300 into your 300,000 then?
Well, that's net, because obviously
yeah, your net, your 300 net, 2 to 300 net, is that including that 50,000 refugees?
Yeah.
That's a lot more sensible, yeah?
Yeah, and at the moment we've got vast amounts higher than that.
Vast, it's the last 2 years I think it was 1.8 legal migrants net, which is wild numbers, you must admit.
The numbers have been stupid recently.
Also...
No, the numbers have been stupid. This is why we need to have a grown-up debate, less shouting.
Yeah, I'll just talk loud, I've got ADHD, I'm just loud when I talk.
Well, I'm autistic, so I'm into numbers,
yeah.
But this is why we need to actually have a working system, because this does nothing. All the protests, all the police need it. We need to make our town better, safer, etc. We need more money here, more jobs, all those things to be sorted. But the migrants aren't our problem.
So if you chase all the rich people away who create the jobs, if you chase all the business owners away, like
I live in a house and I've got
less jobs.
The billionaires will always say don't tax us more because we live in the country. But they have
and I put some flags up down the street and they ripped them down.
Wow, they ripped the migrants rip your flags down.
Caught on camera.
You got them on camera? Post them online ripping them down, make them look like idiots.
So I put some more back up again.
Good man.
So at the moment we tax jobs. And the NI ride was an absolutely stupid thing to do.
Yeah, but if you weren't spending all that tax money on an unlimited number of people being imported into the country, you wouldn't need to tax as much.
Quick question: do you know Tom Helberg?
You're correct.
You are correct.
Yeah. Do you know where he is?
No idea.
Yeah,
at the minute, I'd bring it right down. I'd be lower than what he's saying.
I know him.
I would have zero for at least 10 years. We've had far too many for that long. Our entire country's overflowing. We're like 0.75% of the world's land mass. There's more than a billion people who want to move here. You have to put a restriction on.
Yeah, of course you do. Why would you not? Like, but it's their base. It's like an international communism, isn't it? Don't worry. Come here. We'll give you everything.
It's just an English problem, though. It's happening in America, New Zealand, Canada.
They want to flip to all the Western countries because our nations are better, but that's not our problem.
It won't be that way.
Yeah, he was a bit funny about, shall we say, S relations with kids. Do you remember what he said about
We
kids?
import more than 50% of our food.
He said that.
So you remember in COVID,
shall we say,
when the supply line blocked, there was an event that appeared out of nowhere that no one could plan,
and that's someone
then
that was
there
in
was no
your
toilet rolls, remember that you couldn't get past there? We import more than half of our food. If we have another event like that cuts off the global supply line, we're already cutting down our farms all across the country. We're at a real risk of famine.
Yeah, we should ramp the farms up.
Well, yeah, the farms are being shut down.
I don't understand that from just a defence perspective, military-wise.
Taxation some more.
There you go.
Go on, then.
All right, we've got a massive problem with taxation because they tax things like NI, employers,
So I actually mentioned
employment.
Helberg too.
They
I mean,
don't
didn't
tax.
He was like, there shouldn't be any homeless.
They don't tax
Literally, this guy's
wealth
been
from
green, if you know
interest,
Helberg.
shares, all these things the
They
same.
started taxing shares.
How's it going, mate? You're right.
So there's the the differential taxes. The rich get taxed less than the working people.
They still pay the overwhelming majority of the tax.
They do, yeah. And do you not think if you overtax the thingies, you do, like, you've got to have balances with everything. Immigration's unbalanced, it's too high, we need to bring it down. But you can't just go in and wildly tax billionaires, because then you run the risk of them going, what's the fucking point? Fuck it. We need to create angles of innovation and people be able to, like, succeed to that level. And billionaires, I could never be a billionaire, you could never be a billionaire. Why? Because these people are better than most of us when it comes to certain things and aspects. We're not all equal. Some people are just better at certain things than other things. People
aren't better than us. They had good breaks. You look at Donald Trump.
They had good breaks because their family were better than the ones in the past. It's a hierarchy exists. Everything has a hierarchy.
Donald Trump is a billionaire politician because
and he's doing a great job, don't you think?
And what?
His
And
father.
So what?
His father was a billionaire.
There's a lot of billionaires that squander all the wealth.
You're not jealous, are you?
And there's a lot of billionaires that come from working class. Look at Mike Ashley, the one who bought Newcastle United. He was common account for the state. By the time he was 29, he was a billionaire. Would you say tax him more? Is he a bastard, is he?
If you tax him more, if you tax him another 2% of wealth or whatever, if he's got £1 billion, taking 20 million off him, absolutely no difference to him. If he wants to live here, he can live here. If he wants to leave, he can leave.
You know, do you understand the concept though that maybe a lot of the billionaires, the really rich ones, are the ones that love mass immigration the most because they benefit highly from it. And the working class, the people who suffer is the people at the bottom.
100%.
Oh, sorry, Douglas.
Because you always find billionaires promoting mass immigration because it increases the property values.
Yep.
And increases the work pool.
Yeah.
So it's more expensive to have a house. It's more expensive to rent a house.
And when you already own all the property, you own all the work.
So you agree that the billionaires are creating all these problems?
Well, they're creating the problems that you're promoting.
It's the billionaires who have set up the system, and it's the billionaires that are funding reform.
Don't you think stopping immigration would kick them in the balls the most, though? You know, the billionaires? Because it's like, well, if we force them to slow immigration down, the billionaires who love the immigration are going to be pissed off, right? So then you still get a little bit of chilling. You piss the billionaires off like you all like to.
I want to take money from them. I want them to be happy. There's a lot of happy millionaires and billionaires
money isn't everything
who actually want to live in a safe.
What about the cultural shift?
What
about this then? Over history, human beings clash. I think the lefties give human beings too much credit because we've been peaceful in this nation for 70 years. Before 70 years, human beings really at their existence, when they get pushed and poked, are violent people. That's what we are throughout history. We have just because we've been peaceful here. Do you not think immigration could unbalance the equilibrium of us having a calm society and a moderate society where the instinct kicks in and tribalism starts to rise and we start to clash?
Or it could make us all happier, cheerfuler.
No, it won't.
I think right. My point with this as well. I've got an argument for that. Right. Fair enough. If your way, hold on. If your way goes, everyone comes in and we're all bloody happy. Brilliant, isn't it? But what's the opposite of that? If that doesn't go that and it goes the other way, death, destruction, pain, and suffering can happen through things like civil war. Does that not have any concern to you because we clash?
And the people creating civil war are the people winding people up and spreading hate. Anyway, so we'll be talking to you. I actually want to talk to people.
Yeah, no, at least you've come out. Fair play to you.
We've noticed the times of Aristotle that multiculturalism always ends in disaster.
Yeah.
Like Aristotle wrote about that
Everything's always ends.
We shouldn't have multiculturalism. We should be one culture that all align with each other. But you can only do that through integration, done by sensible, bringing people in sensible ways, slower ways, and make sure they're the right people to bring in. You can't have it as a free-for-all. That's a lot of people's point.
It is.
You can't do it in one.
And the world's a mess. Anyway.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Where can you put your name down for some immigrants come round your house and kip?
Do you know a gay couple did that and the migrant ended up chopping their heads off and chucking them in the river last year? Don't you remember that in Bristol?
No.
A couple of years ago. Don't you remember that?
Lovely chaps. Have a nice
Have a good day. Have a good day.
Run away.
Have a nice day.
Learn about land value tax
One
as well.
question if you're not too scared to answer it. So we already know that English people are 52% of the birth rate. In a few decades we will be a minority. What happens when we're a minority and the other group decides that they don't want us here?
Because that has been happened in the past, you know. You look at Iran and Afghan and stuff like that. It was very liberal. Iran was the place to go to university in the 50s. The Islamic regime got in. When they got the majority, they turned on all the people that helped them, murdered them all, and then turned it into an Islamic state. Now women have got really low rights there, and it's fucked. And I don't agree with people like Iran and Afghan the way they treat women. I can never stand with that culture. Sorry, but I can't.
Yeah. And what will happen when everywhere's built all over and all the wildlife's gone?
It was 2/3
Well, you're the green. You're the green part. Houses for the migrants. Where did the animals from? Where's all the houses? What's going to be built then?
We have a population growing about 0.5% a year.
Yeah, keep it going. Not the rate them boats are coming in.
Oh, sorry, Doggo. Fuck. Sorry.
It'd be more than that, mate.
Person you are.
No, that's it actually.
Soros wrote all this down in his plan in 2015.
Did he?
And that's what Viktor Orban's talking about at the moment.
The birth rate is
And that's
falling.
why he stood up against
And if you look at the demographics,
Crazy.
Yeah, because the immigration's going up.
Yeah, but why don't we take the two? It's so expensive here now. Our women have to go to work now. It's annoying. I'm sure more would stay at home and have babies given the chance.
can I have one conversation once?
Because we can't afford to pay all the...
I'm very keen of getting rid of the two-child benefit cap.
I am as well, yeah.
Because that, I think, has had an effect on our population and people having children.
Yeah, 100%.
We need to have stuff on renters' rights.
What about when they start?
Because a lot of people can't afford to rent.
Loads of kids out.
And the landlords turf people out, etc.
I've more council houses we need building, if anything. That's the best way to solve that. Build enough council houses, but they won't.
Mass immigration dictates supply and demand.
Yeah.
Because they don't believe in
The prices have been, we have in this town 1,700 empty homes.
But who are they, and what context are they empty? Is it someone that's worked hard and they own that second home?
There's all sorts of different contexts, yeah. Some are people who've died, some are people who are turfed out tenants and just waiting for more tenants. Other people are just letting them rot. There is not a decent tax and system to get the second homes back into use. We charge VAT on repairing homes but not on building homes. There's all sorts of things we can do to actually help people rather than keep arguing about the small number of migrants. We have
It's not small.
It is
blind, man.
It is a small number.
Adding 15 million since Blair is not a small amount, what they tell us anyway. And we know you government lie and cut figures, let's face it.
Anyway, have a nice
good day.
And we need to solve the social problems.
We do, but we also need to solve the
We've
gone through it all.
Coming in then. We'll start there, shall we?
No.
But we can't cut now.
Why not?
We can't cut now. So
Anyway,
why continue it?
lovely talking to you, chaps.
See you in a bit.
Goodbye. Tell you bye. Goodbye. Have a pleasant day.
Goodbye.
Go and bury your head in the sand, sir. Goodbye.
Fuck's sake, it cut off.
There we go.
How long have you been here?
There we go.
For a while. 16,000, watch that guy being a knob.
Yeah. Yeah, we like you.
It keeps going off, signal's terrible here, man.
What a fucking punk.
I've got it as I brought that as its own video anyway. Big up, man.
You're on socials?
Yeah, DP audits.
DP audit?
DP, yeah, Delta Papa. Double penetration.
Alright, okay. I'll hook you up. Nice one, man.
Well, that was the joke. So me and my brother started the auditing together. So we went out auditing together. So we did it as like, it's our first initials, D&P. So we thought what we'll do is we'll go in and auditing together. A bit of satire, you know, double penetration, and taking the piss out of ourselves. You know what I mean?
Nice one, man.
It's a great debate, though.
It was good.
Fabric as well and upsetting it. You've got a majority white country, you keep adding more people to it. The tribalism of things naturally, instinctively starting to come out. And you're starting to see the evidence with the clashing starting to happen. I think this is what's going on in the bigger picture. You've got to look at the big picture of things. Human beings are not as pretty and nice as all these lefties seem to think. Like I said, human beings have been violent for fucking forever. It's only in these Western nations that we haven't had war in these lands for 70, 80 years. Before that, we can always go back to that. It doesn't take much, it can happen. And they just don't understand that. But like and subscribe, thank you very much for watching. Big up your fucking chest.